Whoop whoop, we're live. Yes, we are. We're live on this Super Bowl Sunday. Gonna see what we can see for the market next week. We'll just be here for a minute. As they say in church, I won't be before you long. I won't be before you long. Okay, let me see. Tell my folks that I'm live. Yep. Hope folks are a little, maybe they probably prepping for Super Bowl stuff. If not, maybe you all can join or at least listen in while you keep doing what you're doing. You at least can listen in to see what's coming up for this coming week. Hey there, Valerie. How you doing? This day did go quite fast. I concur. It went too fast. I went and spent some time with my children today. We went to the flea market. My son wanted to go to the flea market. He said he felt like it should be like old times. So he asked if we could go to the flea market, and we did. Me and my husband and my son and my daughter, we all drifted around the flea market. Bought a few things, and of course my son wanted to mainly go to eat because he got to get a funnel cake and got to get some nuts and, got to get some food. He bought a few other things too. We all did. Did I buy anything? I did. I bought me a weapon to put on my keychain. I bought me this little pokey thing, basically, that goes on my keychain. It's a defense strategy, I guess. Something to use. So I got that. Oh, well, I was going to clean my glasses. Maybe I won't. Yeah, that's what I did. Hey, Tanya. I have had a good weekend. Yesterday, I celebrated my dad's 78th birthday. My dad turned 78 yesterday, and we went to a hibachi dinner at the place that he likes. And our family, smaller portion of our family, probably all of our family, well, not all of our family that's here. Maybe the next generation down. Their grandkids and stuff weren't there. But it was a good little time we had together and hung out, enjoyed some good conversations. Talk tariffs, all the things. We talked all the things where, our family is pretty well rounded. So we talked about all the stuff from top to bottom. So that was good to spend time with all of them. And my dad turning 78. Oh my goodness. He doesn't look, if y'all see me if y'all saw any of my social media, you'll see what my dad looks like. And my dad doesn't look anything like his age. Let me see if I can find a picture. My dad does not look his age by any stretch of the word. I'd have to go find it. Let me see if it's on my Facebook page. But my dad doesn't look anywhere near his 78 years. But he's young and spry, doing all the stuff he does. And he just be kicking and doing his thing. But he's definitely, that's my dude. That's my dude. I've been a daddy's girl. Always been a daddy's girl. Let me see if I can get the pictures up so y'all can see. There we go. Now I need to share my screen. Oh, where's StreamYard? There it is. StreamYard, let's present. I'll share with you all what my dad looks like. Happy birthday to Daddy Coach. Yeah. Yep. Come on. It's taking forever to let me share the screen. Let me see. I'll move it up to here. That way when I share the screen, it'll be there already. There we go. Goodness gracious, so slow. I even turned my computer off to get a little speed there. So my dad's in this picture. My husband decided to photobomb. So he's there too. Y'all see the picture of my dad? That is my daddy. He's a cool dude. Y'all see him there? My husband snuck in the picture. And then my dad also, I'm going to take a shot another picture. Yep. This is him sitting in my brother's little hot rod. My brother has a Vanderhool, I think it's called. My brother has one. And my dad decided to sit in it and and take us a cool man picture. A cool man shot. I know we're here for stock stuff, but y'all here to hang out. But this is our family. This is my dad and my brother. and my husband and my cousins. Of course, that's me and my stepmom. Can y'all see all that? Yeah, y'all can see all the people. That's us. This is us. This is us. And then, of course, I have to show y'all my pretty dress. I was so proud of my little dress that I had on yesterday. And then I'm going to go, this is me in my little dress. I was so proud of my dress. My son gave me a hard time. He's like, what was it you celebrating, granddaddy, but then you got a picture of you in there. I was like, because it was my post. It's my post. What do you want? You put who you want to put in your post. I put who I want to put in mine. That's how we'll do that. All right. But yep, that's my dad, my daddy. Yeah, he's cool. He loves his hats, child. Loves his hats. All righty. Let me get on the task. The business at hand, stuff we came here to do. All righty. That's been enough time, I guess, for everybody to really kind of to catch up. Hey, Deborah, everybody see where we are. Tanya said, send me the link. I need some weapons in the city. Yeah, I have to show you a picture of it. It's this little thing you put on your keychain, and it's like a pokey. It just can poke you to get them off you. Very nice. Thanks, Janae. Thanks, Deborah. Yeah, my daddy be chilling. Always be chilling. All righty. So now y'all know last week we had some fun in SPX. Yes, we did. I don't know if we'll call it much fun, but we had some old joy. Thank you. I've had that dress for a while and I never wore it. And then I figured I'd wear it to the function, and I was real proud of it. But yeah, this was the daily chart of SPX last week. So we had a big gap down on Monday. We remember that we had the tariff discussion for over the weekend. It gapped us down pretty big on Monday. So we opened the week at like 59.69, and you see it climbed back all week long. Got up to the high of 60.83 on Thursday, and then Friday fell off the bone all day long. It did open like basically right where it closed. It did run up, kind of get everybody thinking we were going up and we were going to be excited and to get some more calls in, and then it dropped the market and took everybody's money. Well, not everybody's. Anybody who was just standing by watching, they missed it. They got their money taken out. Yep. Like my Amazon had earnings Thursday night, and that I think caused issues for Friday. My day, hello, thank you for that. Thank you. Okay, so this is what SPY looked like. Sorry, not SPY. SPX looked like last week. Of course, SPY will look very similar. So we'll go on to Triple Q for the week, which should look very similar. Gap down, run up, drop back on Friday. Same thing happened in Triple Q because so many things are tech-based. We had big earnings last week. We had Microsoft had earnings. No, it was that previous week. Google, I think, had earnings. Uber may have had earnings. I know Amazon had earnings. Thanks. I got caught in the middle of that. Had earnings. So a lot of tech stuff had some earnings. Taiwan Semiconductors, I believe, had earnings last week. This is Triple Q. Not Triple Q. This is IWM. Also created a gap that filled itself on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, went up, gapped up on Thursday, and then came down all day and then dropped again on Friday. So that's what that looked like for the week. All right. What do we have coming up for this week, though? Let's see what we have coming for this week. Let's talk about where the VIX is. The VIX is at 16.54 right now, up 1.04 points, 6.7%. It is up a bit. That's where the VIX is in the 16s. VIX is in the 16s. Now, there's so many things. This coming week, we're going to have, Powell is going to testify, I want to say on Tuesday. I'll show the calendar here in a minute. Investors await inflation data amid tariff concerns and the week ahead. A fresh reading on consumer prices headlines the week as markets have been jittery about Trump policy and inflation. Looks like there's some more tariffs. I think I saw something that said he's going to announce tariffs to steel and aluminum on Monday. Trump tariffs ripped right through C-suites and financial models. Basically, the people who had projections for their next year of business definitely didn't have tariffs on their plan. So they couldn't have factored in what's going on with that and how does that impact them. Supposedly Starbucks is giving away coffee on Monday, and I personally am not interested because, I've heard some stuff about Starbucks recently that Starbucks is kind of starting to treat their customers some kind of way. Listen, y'all, you don't get too full of yourselves, because don't feel like you're the only coffee house in town. Now, you've got a cult following, seems like, but other people sell coffee, you know? Other people sell coffee, so don't feel like, we can treat people, treat our customers any kind of way, and they just gonna keep coming, because no, your price is too high anyway. So as soon as people find something that don't cost as much, they gonna dip on you. They gonna be gone. Inflation is proving sticky as Fed Chair Powell heads to the Hill. BP faces pivotal moment as activist investor Elliott enters fray. Okay. Macron signals private sector investments of 109 billion euros in French AI. Trump official orders Consumer Protection Agency to stop work. Consumer Protection Agency to stop working. What? Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm not going down that hole. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Okay. Here we go. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau staff told to work remotely as their headquarters is shuttered. Musk calls to impeach the judge whose order blocks the Treasury system access. Basically, there's a judge that blocked Dogecoin from being used by the Treasury systems. And, Musk is not happy about the fact that the Treasury can't go buy Dogecoin. You're shocked? I don't know why you're shocked about that. Maybe there's more to it. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Okay, let's look at what's up for the week. There's just so much. I will not jump into economics. Oh, it's so much. I can. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, all of that. Great. So no more recalls. Yeah. Okay. Monday, February the 10th, Federal Fed inflation expectations. I'm trying to keep on moving without going down those rabbit holes, because y'all know I got opinions about a lot of things. I got opinions about most things. And no. Okay. Tuesday, we've got Powell is going to speak at 10 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. Bowman and Williams will speak at 3:30. Both those are happening on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we've got CPI happening before the market opens. So if you're swinging something from Tuesday into Wednesday, definitely be mindful that CPI is there. Federal Chair Powell is going to testify again at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Crude oil inventories at 10:30. We got the 10-year bond auction does usually provide some volatility. So even though it says yellow, plan to wait for that. Thursday, we've got PPI happening before the market opens. Unemployment claims are going to be there. That is Thursday morning before market opens. And then Friday morning before market opens, we've got core retail sales and retail sales month over month. So we've got a red folder every day this week. Well, not Monday. And Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we've got pre-market volatility that's anticipated. So definitely, keep that in mind as you're setting up your stuff. Keep that in mind. Let's go look at our earnings calendar, because we got a lot of earnings that's coming. Is this the right one? Yep, this is the one that says February the 10th. I have a different graphic over there, but I wanted to have this one so I can clearly see what it says, because when I do mine, it doesn't get as big as this. These are the earnings for this week. Thank you to Earnings Whispers. We appreciate you every single week. Yes, we do. Thank you for creating this beautiful graphic, right? These are the earnings coming up this week. Make sure I got everybody included. Monday, we've got McDonald's. Monday.com. They always report on Monday. I think that's cute. onsemi, Tower Semiconductors, Rockwell Automation, GCMG, Insight, CNA, Alexander Inc., and Edgewell. That's all Monday morning before the market opens, right? McDonald's might be one to ride on after they report. After your close on Monday, we've got Astera Labs or Astra Labs, Vertex, Fluence, Lattice, Axcelis, Amcor, MedPace, Arrowhead, Inspire, and MyTech. I don't really know anything about any of those. I only think I've heard of Lattice. Okay. Tuesday morning, we got Shopify, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is on our list, includes something from do you work for Edgewell? What do y'all do? What do y'all do, Julie? What does Edgewell do? Tell us all about it. Okay. Selena said it's so much that people don't want to believe it. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot happening and behind the scenes that they're keeping out of the media because they don't want people to just get nervous and start running on about like chickens with their heads off. So I think they're keeping stuff from the media so they don't instill any panic, widespread panic. Shopify, Coca-Cola, Humana, BP, AutoNation, S&P Global, Leidos, Saragen, the Carlyle Group, and Marriott are all Tuesday before the market opens, right? Tuesday after market closes, Supermicro, SMCI. Okay, Upstart is also Tuesday after market closes. DoorDash, Lyft, Energy Transport. Oh, no, Energy Transfer. Freshworks, Gilead, Confluent, the Zillow Group, and AIG. All right. That's what y'all do at Edgewell? Oh. Edgewell makes personal care products, Schick, Billy Razors, Sun Products, Hawaiian Tropic, Banana Boat, Playtex tampons, and wet ones wipes. Okay. Is that something we should trade as our stock? Should we be anticipating? We should be going over there getting us some credit spreads to work with to go with those. Tuesday after market closes. Oh, I mentioned those already. Okay, Wednesday morning before the market opens, we've got Vertiv, CVS. We've got Barrick, Generac, the generators, Tenet Health, Biogen, Dominion Energy, Kraft Heinz, Camtech, and Mr. Cooper Group. She said, oh, okay, I get it, Julie. Wednesday after close, we've got Reddit, Robinhood. You know, Robinhood has been showing some promise. Again, I don't ever give investment advice. So when I'm talking, I'm really just, sharing with you what I think, my own opinions and how I feel. But Robinhood is a big holder of crypto and other things. And they've just continued to improve and stuff over time. So I like Robinhood. They're not the greatest of brokers, but they're definitely coming. They've got their drawbacks, but they're coming up. AppLovin, Dutch Brothers, I think it's Paint, The Trade Desk, TTD, Albemarle. God, why am I yawning? Kinross, Cisco, Aspen Aerogels, and MGM Resorts. When I get to the earnings screen, something always happens when I get to the earnings screen and I start to yawn. It's so weird. I do not understand it. Thursday morning, we've got Datadog, Crocs, John Deere, CyberArk, PG&E, Sony, GE Healthcare, Duke Energy, Zebra, and Howmet Aerospace. Thursday after close, we've got Coinbase, Twilio, DraftKings, Applied Materials, Airbnb, Palo Alto Networks, Roku, Win, Hecla Mining Company, and Republic Services. Friday morning before the open, we got Moderna, Enbridge, American Axle and Manufacturing, Magna, Portland General, AMC Networks. Oh, AMC. This must not be the movies. AMC Networks must be something besides the movies. Air Canada, Fortis, Live One or Live One, and Newmark. Those are all the earnings that we have set for this week. Which one do you think you like? Which earnings? Y'all got any earnings that you're anticipating because you want to see about trading? Which earnings? Y'all tell me in the comments. Which earnings are you looking forward to? If I was thinking about one, I think Robinhood. I've mentioned that one. And I don't know of any other. I mean, I like a lot of them. I usually just kind of see who provides opportunities when they provide the opportunities, right? Upstart, I'm a fan of Upstart. Shopify, I'm a fan. Anybody else got any thoughts about some earnings pieces? All righty. I put a video out a couple days ago. Might have been Friday or Saturday. I put this video out. It's called Maximize Your Money. And it basically gives some budgeting hacks or budgeting tips for traders. It's got budgeting tips for traders. There's five budgeting tips or strategies for traders. And that video is on my YouTube channel. All right. Maximize your money. Valerie says she likes Shopify. Cool. Definitely wait till after it reports earnings and then see what opportunities present themselves. But go over and take a watch. Go ahead and take a look at the Maximize Your Money. It's the latest video that I uploaded. Go take a look at it. We've got, oh, you know what? I forgot to tell y'all. I got to share it. I got to share it. Yes, I do. I've got to share it because it's good stuff. So let me go grab the picture so I can move it to the screen. I want to move it. I want to move it. I want to move it. Yep, we need to see this first. This needs to be seen first, right? 15 out of 16 profitable trades on the list from last week. 94% win rate. Only one that got breached was the AbbVie trade. Everything else was a yes. Yes. How does the dance go? Yes, all of those were profitable trades last week. All those were profitable trades last week. Bank of America, JP Morgan's, Visa, Walmart, or Walmarts, as people say. Why do people say Walmarts? Y'all got any idea? There's clearly a T there. Okay, so it's Walmart. But then the Walmarts, I don't know why you put the S on it. Does anybody know? I don't. Anyway, this was our trades list for last week. All well. We get this list from, I use Peakbot as the source list. I go through the list from Peakbot and I select which stocks fit our criteria. I have a criteria that I use. I start with their big watch list. And I'm looking for things like the lower risk. I want ones that are lower risk. And or moderate risk. The only way things make the moderate risk list is it has to have 4 greens in a category. The 4 categories that Peakbot uses is like expected value, the risk, the how far is the strike away from the current price, return, or the return on your profit. Potential for profit is a thing, and then what's the percentage of the probability of profit. I do all of those things to see which ones really fit our criteria, and this is how we end up with this list. Also have cash secure puts and covered calls down here at the bottom. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, that's what we have from last week. Clap it up. Clap it up. Yes, 94% win rate last week. We'll take it. Even though my own trade, my trade I had was an Amazon trade last week. I picked it up maybe Tuesday. And I don't know how I missed the fact that Amazon was having earnings. I know we had talked about it, but somehow when it came time to entry, on the Peakbot list, there's usually the color, it's usually red if it has earnings that week. And it wasn't red. So I didn't get alerted that earnings was going to be. So I ended up into a trade. And then when it dropped on Thursday night so bad, it basically dropped right on through my trade. And that ended up being a max loss for me. And anyone who was trading it in my community with me, we all had to suffer a loss. And I hate that. I know losses is something that we will incur because you can't do this without incurring losses. What I don't like is if there's things that we could have avoided or I could have avoided. I don't like it when we have those issues. So it was a reminder once again to me to make sure that I'm watching closely before we enter our trades and stuff. Now, what we do for the week, you got the list here in front of us, but what I do for the week is I provide, trade alerts. If we see different things we like, we got trade alerts. And I'm starting this week with providing where do we take profit and where do we close it with a stop loss. I'm providing that so that way nobody's waiting for me to make sure that if they don't miss the message or whatever. I don't want anybody to be in a trade that I've exited and they're still in it because I haven't alerted that or they didn't see the alert that I was closing it. So I've started putting that there. There's a lot happening inside that membership, right? We've been doing it and doing it well over there. And if you aren't in our membership yet, you need to come on in the room, come on and hang out with us because we got some good stuff happening over in the membership. But this is our trades list for the week. Our trades list for the week is We got Morgan Stanley, UPS, Wells Fargo. On the call credit spread side, we've got Pepsi, UPS, and Exxon. So you notice I put a star next to UPS and it's here on both sides. That's because UPS actually shows up on the neutral list, but I decided to start putting them on the two lists, on the put credit spread and call credit spread, depending on which way somebody wants to trade, if they want to trade both, because I personally love a good iron condor. Yes, I do. So moderate risk, we've got Amazon, Google, LRCX, Qualcomm, and SLB. And then on the call credit spread side, we've got Bed Bath & Beyond, General Motors. I did not know General Motors was a $50 stock. SLB and SMH. Notice SLB is on both sides, and that's because it's also a neutral. It's a neutral as well. So that's why I was just hearing noise in the kitchen and there's nobody home but me. So I was wondering what is going on. Maybe that tea kettle that I left going was still going. I just heard a click. Anyway, Cash Secure puts down here in the corner, BBAI, which took a move. I think BBAI is over $10. Did y'all know BBAI decided it was ready to go right now? I want to say it's over $10. It started moving. BBAI was in like the $3 and $4 range. Oh, sorry, it's not over 10 right now. It's up. It's $8.50. But that's a double up because it wasn't long ago that we were trading cash secure puts on Big Bear AI in the $4 range. But now it's in the $8 range. $8. I'll leave it on my screen so when I swing back, we can go look at it. Thank you, Ward. We've got QUBT, Rigetti, SoFi, and SoundHound are also on the cash secure puts and covered calls list. I actually have Wolf on mine. I have shares of Wolf that I use for covered calls as well. I think it's WULF is the one I have. I have both. Actually, I have shares on both, but I think the covered calls one, I think I'm doing with WULF because my WOLF, I'm still doing covered calls, but the current price of it is much lower than my cost basis. So the premiums are not nice. Not very nice. All righty. So this is our list for the week. If you're in my communities or you follow me on social media, you can see that this list should be in all those places. Yep. And I'll send it out to my email list when I get off this call. But if you're in my community, you should have seen it by now, right? I talked a little bit about our membership, mentioning it again, learn, trade, and profit the seller's way. We've got a supportive community for trading, profitable strategies, and daily profits to grow your money. And you've got teaching, coaching, training, and all that support right there in the membership. It is $97 a month, but for Black History Month, I am also running a special for annual membership of $997. Paying it at $97 a month, it's about $11.64 for the year. But if you pay it all at one time, you save $200 and pay $997 for it. All right. All righty. Let's go back to the screens and see what we see. This is Big Bear AI. I was just mentioning about that. See how it just got moving. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Big Bear AI did leave a gap down here, a couple gaps down here that will need filling. But at this point, the price is gone. Now, when it decides, well, maybe it won't, because when it decides to come back down, but it just may not. It just might keep going because I'm still hearing stuff in my kitchen. That is weird. Let's see what we got for support. $5.13 would be support down there. And we'd also have, I'm not sure why we're charting Big Bear AI, but if you're doing it for cash secure puts, $6.74 is another place that you might consider doing your strike at. And if it comes back down to that strike, then you get, you end up with 100 shares at that price, or whatever, $6.50 or $6. And if not, it keeps going. You keep your premiums. That's what we do with that. Yes, yes. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go to SPY. Let's go look at SPY. I think I had one comment about Spotify. We'll take a check at that. We'll look at it while we're here. We've got some support down here at 592. Got some more support at 590. What is that? 594, 595. We've got some resistance at 607 and some more. What's the candle that we ended on? Well, this would definitely be what, an evening star. Evening star. Pull right back to the same place where it took off from on Wednesday, or Wednesday's opening price. We're kind of in a consolidation zone. If you see here, we've been in this same zone for, and these are lower highs. These are lower highs. So if we were doing some trend lining, we're going down, 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 down. And so are these lower highs and lower lows. You might have a bit of a trend working. If we were going from here to, we can put it on the body, or you can put it on the wick. It doesn't matter. And then we have another one. We're here from body to body. It's dancing in there, dancing in the streets right there, but could give us some more downwards motion. I was thinking of some stuff, but let's move on. All right. That is SPY for those who are the SPY traders. Triple Q looks very similar. Still inside of a zone. Maybe it's deciding what we're doing, but with all that's happening, lots of volatility. We've already talked about all that is going on with the tariffs and our, the leader of the United States and all that's going on with that. But Triple Q does seem to still be bullish. The 50-period moving average shows it as bullish. This is our 50-period moving average, and I'm on the daily chart. That still shows it as bullish, right? We do have lower highs, though. So maybe we're coming on into, I don't know if I want to put this there, but this is what's going on with that. Or you could do that, the pole and the flag. All depends on which candle pattern you can see. Maybe a little bit more downwards before it turns back up. IWM. Another one that's kind of been in a consolidation area for a minute. Up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. I think though some people are moving their money to some of those shelter places though, like precious metals. They putting their money in safe places. Like, let me go on and move my resources because y'all tripping. And if y'all trip, 226, I see it some support. It did stop there. Got a couple of touches there from back, the latter part of this year, and resistance at 230.51. We're in a trade in my community on IWM. Actually, we're in a put credit spread on IWM at I've got 223, but I think the community has something a little bit lower than that. 221. Mine was entered by Peakbot, my automated trader. I have, y'all know I do automated trading where, well, maybe you don't if you're new here. Speaking of which, if you're new here, go ahead, like and subscribe. Go ahead and do all that. If you're new here, make sure that you are hanging out with us more and longer, all that good stuff. But I get I keep pausing because I'm still hearing stuff in my kitchen and wondering, what am I hearing? I don't even know what I could be hearing. It has to be that teapot, the tea kettle. Oh goodness. And then of course I hear the click and I lose my thought. I lose my train of thought. Distracted. I was saying I use Peakbot automated trading because it will enter the things I want it to enter for the trend. And I can see what the strikes are coming out. And then we can go from there for just look at mirroring trades for the community. All right. We're going to look at Spotify. Spotify's got a gap. It's got a gap. Close here. There we go. It seemed like it has hit some resistance, though. They're going to have earnings on Tuesday morning, so you want to be careful with that, right? Looks like it's not showing this as an earnings call coming up, but did it have earnings? No. Spotify or Shopify? Shopify. I'm on the wrong one. I need to be on Shopify, not Spotify, because Spotify did have earnings already. Spotify, here we go. It is showing 50-period moving average is also showing it as bullish. Shopify got some support at 112, got some resistance at 122. What did previous earnings on Shopify do? Why can't we see the previous E's? I want to see some previous E's. Do you trade with Peakbot? I do. Peakbot. I am a Peakbot influencer. I trade the SPX strategy for a long time. Now our community trades it live, so I don't trade it. I don't let Peakbot automate it, but Peakbot automates my trend spread. You said go check. We will wait. Yeah, so that way I can quit being distracted. Like, since you keep looking over here like somebody go pop in, somebody's coming. What do you mean? It's been a long time since I put this Peakbot link out. Now that I'm thinking about it, peakbot.com/E2T is my link. But yes, I use Peakbot. I love the resources. You've got a good watch list. You've got the trend spread bot. You've got SPX. You've got a wheel strategy bot. And if you're somebody who wants to be able to trade, but you know that you don't want to watch it, you want it automated, Peakbot is the folks that you want to work with. Very responsive, very concerned about the folks who are trading, and they're really interested in growing their business. So those are always good things for me. Yes. Okay. So it looks like Shopify, like I said, if we were looking, oh, you know what it is? I know now. It's the washing machine. I was like, what is all that clicking? It's the washing machine. I did put a load of clothes in there before I came to this call. I'm like, there now. Okay, it makes sense now. Okay. Anyway, Shopify, I was there talking about earnings. And Peakbot. Peakbot does the trend spread, which I really like because it sets the trend. And if the trend is neutral, it will enter on the Iron Condor. It will enter the Iron Condor for you and pull in good premiums and use your same collateral. I'm a fan. In case you were wondering, I'm a fan. I am a fan. Okay, looking at Shopify, it is bullish. So I was trying to see what were the previous earnings. Let me see if I see an E back here somewhere. And I don't, not sure. Oh, there's one. This was earnings back in November. And let's see. It had a big old gap up for earnings. And that gap from earnings has yet to be filled. Back in the early part of November, it gapped up from 89 all the way up to 107. And the gap has been partially filled, but not totally filled. This was the full gap here that you're looking at. And I can pull back off the price action. So let's say it got half filled. We're now at 99. So between 89 and 99 is still a gap. Let's hope that Shopify doesn't, have such a bad earnings call that it drops into this gap and does whatever it does. But maybe it'll gap and go and it'll keep going some more. But there's a bearish reversal that happened on Friday. So it is still showing that it's coming down a little bit. Preferably all will be well with Shopify's earnings. But if you're going to trade it, definitely, unless you may do a lotto, as they call it. Otherwise, if you're going to trade it as a seller, wait till after the earnings call and then hop on for the rest of the ride. Okay. Billy said, just started Iron Condors with SPX. There's lots to learn. Oh, yes, there's a lot to learn. Iron Condors with SPX in Peakbot was going really well, but this volatile market, Peakbot enters the SPX Iron Condors at 230, but with the volatile market, it's been getting blasted through during that last 30 minutes of the market. So that has caused issues. So I think they've just given it a pause. But now that you've mentioned SPX, we might as well talk about the playbook. The playbook. Yes, this is the SPX playbook, which is what we use every day. We get on there. We trade probably between 3. Sometimes, if it depends on how it's looking, I might do 2:30. But I've leaned a little further away from 2:30 because the 2:30 to 4 o'clock ride is an hour and a half, and the market just goes bananas. But we've been doing 3 o'clock, 3:30, 3:45, some people 3:55, entering using this strategy and pulling premiums off of SPX every single day. Every single day. Yes, yes, and yes. All right. So go ahead and grab you a copy of that. It's $27 at spxplaybook.com, www.spxplaybook.com. It's a $27 strategy. Okay. Okay. As they say, go get you some. Go get you some. All righty. What else did we have to discuss? I don't think we had any more, or did we have any more? If you do, you need to speak up. Speak now. The Candlestick Mastery calendar still available. It's February, middle of February. Even though it has calendar months, this is really not a resource that's just for calendars. It's really a resource for the candlesticks. If you're questioning your candlesticks or how you do your charting and stuff, this Candlestick Mastery resource is going to be a great thing for you to use. And it has a little calendar section up here with some key dates when the market is closed, right? So you can grab a copy of that at bit.ly/MELINSP. Capital MEL, capital INSP. Okay, I believe that was all I wanted for today. Okay, so I know the Super Bowl is coming up and people are maybe watching pre-shows or getting themselves ready. Maybe they're cooking their wings. Maybe you're cooking your wings. You know, somebody said on a commercial, like, what's the food you have at Super Bowl? And the person responded, you can never go wrong with wings. I was like, well, yes and no. So then we went to the store because we're going to a little Super Bowl thing down the street. And I was like, well, ask my husband, what did he want to buy? Guess what he said? Wings. So we got some wings from Publix. Those of you who like Publix, we got the Mardi Gras wings though. So we've got the baked ones. They're not the fried ones. Because fried wings, to me, you got to eat fried wings hot. I don't like fried wings cold. I don't. Some people can eat cold chicken. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of cold chicken. I like most of my food to be warm. If it's supposed to be warm, I want it warm. If it's supposed to be cold, I want it cold. People eat cold pizza? Nope. I don't eat cold pizza. I do not eat cold pizza. All righty, everybody. Well, we will be on again tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, talking about what's coming up for this week. You know, what we see tomorrow morning once we get, overnight, because stuff comes out overnight and causes issues in the morning. We'll see what CNBC says and what our futures and stuff say after the market opens, which is the futures, I think, opens at 6 o'clock. Oh yeah, Publix baked wings. Publix has, they're on another level. The period. Publix food is just really good. All right. Okay, everybody. I will see you all in the market. Goodbye, everyone. Y'all have a good evening. Enjoy Super Bowl. Go Eagles.